The Office of Scientific Operations. With the conclusion of the traumatic events in 1933 surrounding the shocking affair involving the city of New York and a beast commonly referred to as King Kong, the President of the United States, Franklin Roosevelt, established the Office of Scientific Operations, OSO. The purpose of the OSO was to monitor, evaluate the level of risk, and assist in any manner the mitigation of danger of any and all scientific operations and anomalies. With the rapid pace of scientific discovery, this office was given the highest priority and clearance to investigate any potential threats or consequences to the interests of the United States of America. These are the untold stories of actual events. The cinematic interpretations have concealed the real stories. Those stories are presented here. Declassified File, number 159. Commonly referred to by the public as Tarantula. 1. They stood in the middle of the street, watching the towering flames engulf the monster. Dr. Matt Hastings stood with an arm around Stephanie Steve Clayton, the research assistant for the later Professor Gerald Deemer. Sheriff Andrews was there along with Joe Birch, the local newspaper publisher. There were several county and state police present as well, and an assorted gathering of the townspeople of Desert Rock, Arizona. They all were mesmerized by the sight. The silhouette of the giant tarantula was still visible, as the massive flames from the napalm the Air Force jets that continued to streak past overhead had just dropped. "Thank God that's over with," Steve said quietly. Hastings rubbed her shoulder. "Absolutely." They watched the scene for another few minutes and then slowly turned and started walking back towards the Palace Hotel. "What are you going to do now?" Hastings asked. It was obvious that he was subtly asking her to stay in Desert Rock, but he knew she was a scientist, and a place like Desert Rock, being a small town out in the desert, was not likely to hold much scientific research work for her. Steve shrugged. She glanced up at Hastings. "I don't know. Professor Deemer's growth serum had so much potential for the future of mankind that I have a hard time just walking away from it." Hastings nodded. "I understand, but what can you do? What can anyone do? Deemer's research was lost, wasn't it? I mean, the tarantula destroyed his entire home, including his laboratory." "I guess. I mean, the house was crushed, but some of his work might still be buried out there," Steve said. Hastings shook his head slowly. "I don't know. That place was nothing but rubble when we left it. Still, if there's a..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?